All right, you guys, come on through. I'm gonna give it a minute, and we're gonna talk about what the heck is going on here in Dallas. I got some really bad news to share. Y'all, I don't understand it. I don't understand it sometimes, man. But Yella Beezy has been arrested again, but on even more horrible charges, sexual assault charges. And I know this is important for me to tell y'all this. He is in Collin County, and we're going to talk about what that means. So, let's give it a minute. Let's give people a moment to come in, and then I'll let y'all know what is going on right now with Beezy. All right, all right. Take this down. I just want to be like, why? Why? But, there's nothing I can say. I've been covering Yella Beezy and his run-ins with the law all year long. He's been having some problems with the law here in Texas all year long. He was arrested in February on some charges, on drug and gun charges, always serious when combined together, especially down here in the great state of Texas, as they say. You There's a sign, that when you come into Texas, it says "Don't mess with Texas," and they're not playing about that sign. And I know I've thrown out plenty of advice. And I don't know, man. Sometimes just I don't know what's going on with this current case, but what I do know is I think a lot of people around here, bloggers and such, to me, and I'm not gonna speak for nobody else, but to me, it just seemed like they've been gunning to get him anyway. So he got arrested in February, right? And he is arrested on serious charges. He claims he was set up. And listen, I wouldn't doubt that. To be completely honest with you, because I think that they want. I think they've been wanting Beezy behind bars, right? But then he got arrested again. What was it? 2 months ago, something of that sort. He got caught up with more guns. You know what I mean? Like, okay, so you just caught a gun case and a weapon and a drug case, and now you don't caught another weapon case, and now they done got him on a third weapon case and Now there is a sexual assault charge that has been attached. Actually, several felony charges have been attached. Y'all, he's in Collin County. What's up, OG Bod Scout? What's up, Pinky D? Hey, Lacho. Lacho, they've been wanting Beezy all year. And it's like, hey Dree, how you doing? Hey, Crazy Third Eye. Hey, what's up, Astro Kid? They've been wanting Beezy all year. Like, you could tell when they pulled up on him in February, you could tell the police, that was somebody's talking to somebody, and they legit follow him everywhere he goes. They've been, and I'm just telling you what the things that I remember hearing and reporting about back then. Now, Beezy claimed that February stop was a setup. He actually recorded it, and in that recording, in the caption, he said, "They're always effing with me." And, yeah, I know they are, but guys, this guy in the city of Dallas has a level, he had risen to having a level of power that I don't think the Dallas police knew what to do with. For one, he hails, he fools around out there in the cliff out there. And, you know, let's not forget about the Mo3 situation. That's just something that we cannot leave out of this. And in my personal view, I just think that Mo3 situation may have a lot to do with why the police have been arresting him. It's almost like every time he goes and gets a set of guns, he magically gets pulled over. Well, I think somebody's dropping the dime on him, but at the same time, a lot of people have questions for Beezy. And I'm pretty sure homicide detectives have actually questioned him. There's still a lot of unknown things in the Mo3 case. And I mean, this the guy that killed him, the one that they've charged, all I can tell you is his lawyer came out and said that he's not going to, basically, that his client's not just going to be, not going to go to prison. He's going to take everybody else with him, basically, is what he said. They didn't say Yella Beezy's name specifically, but, oh, baby, did y'all hear me when I said they got him in Collin County? Y'all heard me when I said that, right? Collin County's probably the worst county jail you could be in DFW. Now, Lou Sterrett is horrible down there. Yeah, staph infections, all that. But bitch, Collin County was built over a dump. You can literally be in that building and you will see, like certain bugs that the food is horrible. Man, everything about Collin County is fucking awful. I don't think this is his mugshot, a current one, because in Collin County, they put a white towel around your neck when they do those mugshots if you have like tats. So I don't think this is a current mugshot unless they done changed up and they're no longer using a white towel and they're using the blue towel. Correct, Adriana. That's right. The guy that has been accused of killing him is said to be Yella Beezy's cousin. Well, see, there was this whole weird thing going on, right? Mo3 was messing with this girl. I mean, it's crazy, but this girl had an association to not only Mo3, but to Yella Beezy and Trap Boy Freddy some kind of way too. Like I said, it was real weird when Trap Boy Freddy decided he'd hit that live button when he was sitting up there in the cliff on I-35 and knowing good and damn well Mo3's body was laying out there in the middle of the damn highway. He was ran down. Y'all, they followed him from that home and shot him down on the freeway. like nobody. It was insane. It was like they wanted him so bad. But don't keep in mind. Okay, now I know Mo 3 is dead. R.I.P. to Mo 3. Now, the one thing about Mo 3 would come out here and he'd make a lot of like IG lives. He'd be coming at Beezy a lot, coming at Trap Boy Freddy a lot, right? He liked to talk a lot, right? And but that doesn't, there's, and let's not forget about the fight Mo 3 and Beezy had, but between Mo 3 and Beezy's entourage. Like, then we have the situation of Beezy getting shot up down there in Louisville on 121. All this has happened in less than a few years, okay? I mean, and y'all know this is my city. I love my city. But I think I can live in Dallas and not have to really worry about going to jail on crazy ass charges, because I don't play stupid ass games to win stupid ass prizes. He has been booked on felony sex assault, felony abandoning and endangering a child, and a misdemeanor of unlawful carrying of a weapon. Isn't that interesting how we just passed the law here in the city, or here in the state of Texas, about how you can carry a gun pretty openly here. Many people, even people like myself, are no longer required to have a license to carry. Um, I'm kind of curious what the unlawful carry, because see, he has not been convicted on any of these charges this year. Okay, so the February charges that happened, he's not been convicted. The charges from a couple of months ago, he has not been convicted. So theoretically, he should be able, well, unless they took it away as part of his bond or something like that. I'm just trying to figure out what the misdemeanor unlawful carrying a weapon is. It's interesting that it's a misdemeanor. They love to charge high, baby. They charge high and they make you fight it out in court. But man, this is now 3 cases, or not even 3 cases, but 3 incidents with several cases attached to each. And here, I'm going to tell y'all what I feel like they're trying to say or do. I feel like they're trying to put Beezy behind bars because they can't get him on Mo 3's murder. They can't get him on a murder and put him on a murder trial. So they're going to stick him with this little charge. It ain't a little charge, but this charge over here, this weapon and guns charge. Well, together that carries 5 to 10 by itself. Oh, he got charged in the summertime too? Weapon and guns in that case too? Oh, we're going to go ahead and enhance this felony. That's going to now make it 20 years. And then we're going to be seeing him doing fucking rap records behind bars like Zero did with I Hate You. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to Columbus, Georgia. And I know I've said plenty times, like, hire you you got enough money, Beezy, hire you some security. He's got a reason to be concerned for his life. There's no question on that. But has he played around with anybody else's lives? Now, this man, probably, well, when the 121 shoot-up situation happened, remember when they shot his Benz up on 121 down there in Louisville? When that went down, when that happened, that brought a lot of attention to him. And Mo 3, I don't know if Mo 3 really took credit for that, but it's like Mo 3 was wanting to take credit for it, and it's like they didn't want to give him the credit for it, like his street credit for it. Y'all, listen, don't ask me to explain this shit. I'm just telling you what I've seen on the videos, okay? That pissed Mo 3 off a lot, because it's like they didn't want to acknowledge that Trap Boy Freddy had gotten shot up, and he said it was a car wreck, and that he'd be getting out the hospital soon. And Mo 3 was like, that wasn't no car wreck, man. You got hit. They ain't got a lot of bad blood. Trap Boy Freddy and Yella Beezy, two peas in a pod, you know. And see, the other thing too, a lot of people don't know this, but Beezy and them, and Beezy and Trap Boy Freddy, they be out there in the cliff. Mo 3, I don't know what the hell he was doing out there in the cliff. Well, obviously he was with a girl, but he hails actually from North Dallas. So if you're familiar with like 635 and Skillman, 635 and Abrams, you know, where you don't want to fucking live if you can avoid it, he hails from that area over there. So he's like, that's two opposite sides of the city, pretty much. Yeah, Dree, that's basically where I'm at with it. Like when I see this arrest today, I'm just like, you know what? That makes no sense right here. This makes no sense. It's like you every blogger in the world has warned you that you need to move better, man. There's no reason why this man should be getting booked on any kind of weapon charge. And what is going on with this felony sex assault and felony abandoning and endangering a child? Doesn't he have a girlfriend or a wife with? Where is this stemming from? Now, this is the part of the case. These are the type of charges that I have never seen really get applied to him. The type of charges that he's faced has been, you know, weapon and guns. So you're telling me he's committed sexual assault and endangered a child too. So I'm going to be very interested on this information. Again, this is his third arrest in Texas this year. And if y'all think for Beezy, I told you last time, spare no expense. Now I'm telling you, if you have to give him any kind of savings, you really need to do that. You need to get the best lawyer possible. You got a big mountain that you're going to have to climb ahead of you. And y'all, it didn't have to be this way. It didn't have to be this way. I don't even know how he's going to be able to come out on bond on this. Who's going to bond him? Well, I guess he's got the money. He could legit bond himself out. But they're going to definitely put something around his ankle if they let him out. I mean, he's already out on 2 bonds on multiple charges now. So the police, they're saying that back in August, you know, we talked about that when he was arrested on weapons and drug charges. And the police say he was in possession of over 40 grams of a controlled substance, plus a rifle and 4 handguns, right? But I also wonder, was he legal to have those weapons? But this was in August. So our laws don't change till September 1 of every year. So that new law would not have applied in his case. So I don't understand why he didn't have a security guard. It just feels like they've been watching him. They wanted to get him, and they got him. And now they done stuck a sexual assault on him. Man, Beezy's looking at some serious time, y'all. Now, the first arrest in February, and I could have thought maybe he could have got away with a little bit of probation, especially with no criminal record. They probably would have gave him a nice little chunk, a 35 year or something. But then those second charges happened, and it really felt like those, when those cops pulled him over, it did feel like they was jugging at him. The way that went down, it was almost like somebody tipped the cops off. The way that they were acting and stuff like that. But it don't stop the fact that he's going to catch charges from whatever's in his car. It doesn't stop. We could be suspicious of police all day long, but he's still going to have to deal with these charges. So the fact that he then caught them second charges, I was already saying to myself, Yella Beezy is going to do some time behind this now. Now we done added on Collin County. I didn't think he was. Yeah, I didn't think he was a convicted felon at this time, which is why I'm wondering why he's getting charged with all of these weapon charges, right? But again, I don't know the details. I don't know if maybe it's because during, like, if he's out on bond on something, but they always want to hem young black men up on gun charges. Police love to do that. They love to hem people up on drug and gun charges. You put them together, you got a motherfucking combo, as they call it, you know? Like almost like a guarantee to go to jail because you had them come together, you know? But I am stumped, okay? I am absolutely stumped that the fact that he is also now being charged with felony sexual assault, felony abandoning an endangered child, and another unlawful of carrying a weapon. Now, I was just kind of looking through some things now. This is when he spoke on his arrest this past summer, right? And then he said that the dogs hit on his car. Let's just hear what he says.
Not no drugs, bro. Let me tell you, I went to jail and got arrested for hand sanitizer, not no drugs, bro. Let me tell you how desperate they is just to make an arrest. Like the homie got a brand of hand sanitizer that looked like drink, but it say hand sanitizer on her. You know, just like how the girls got the eyelashes and the pill jar, but she got hand sanitizer in a drink bottle, and it say hand sanitizer on her. Police weren't trying to hear. They thought I was trying to cover up everything. Like, so they took me to jail over hand sanitizer. And the only reason they were charged me with the guns is because of the drug. You know what I'm saying? The girl even.
What I tell y'all, you get them drugs and them guns together. That's where they call them a combo. That makes sense. What he's saying, and that may be a positive thing for him to get this particular case from the summer thrown out. So, but again, can I just stress something here before I play the rest of this? Beezy, I wish you would not have made this video, and I'm going to tell you why. There was no reason to. There's no reason. You had already been arrested, right? So, and I'm about to tell you why he shouldn't have did this. He had already been arrested. It had already been through the news. We all knew about it, right? You don't want, when you make videos, because you want to come out and profess your innocence, and he may be extremely innocent in that particular case. But even though you are, you do not, you know why you don't want to come out here and make that video? You don't want to let the police and the detectives, you heard me, the detectives that have been down there watching you for the last year, you don't want to let them know that they just fucked themselves and that case may not last. So we got to come up with something else. You hear what I'm saying now? Leave that shit for your lawyer. I don't care how innocent you are in anything. Don't come up on social media, tell it, yes, it looked legit. Yes, I would have wanted to tell the world too, but in your situation, these people want to get you so bad. The minute that you made that video, they knew that case may go away. We may lose that case. So we're going to have to come up with something else.
She brought cases to the jail and her LLC and was trying to show them like who paid. They weren't trying to hear it. They just wanted to just make a risk. So they got it run loud and everything. So that's why they charged me with it. With a felony, right? That's unknown felony or whatever that is. So that's why I went to jail. I'm the first rapper that went to jail over hand sanitizer. It's your favorite look, especially after I spoke. Support the real again. Get ready to fake the F you to the industry. How do you fight back? It's simple.
Yeah. Like that. I would not have said any of that for legal purposes. Exactly, Astro Kid. That's exactly right. It pisses the cops off. And here we are. He made that video. When was that video made? because that arrest was just a few months ago. It was on August the 12th, actually, when he was arrested on those particular charges. But yeah, this, promethazine with hand sanitizer. I get what he's saying. I mean, promethazine, syrup, lean, all that type of shit is very popular down here. The bottle did look suspect. And again, fight that in court, but don't try to prove your case on social media, because them cops is watching everything you do. And then there's one, I bet you there's one main detective that really wants him. That will, that's his career high, is getting Yella Beezy locked up some kind of way. Don't piss the cops off. Let your lawyer have the glory of walking into court and getting those cases dismissed. That way the judge has to do it. Retaliation is at a minimum at that point. Because, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, now you just do that shit in the free world like that. Like, they ain't gonna go run to the judge and say, hey, judge, I think we may lose this case, blah, blah, blah. They're gonna try to think of other ways to get you. Ugh. I mean, and then, okay, so in 2018, that's when he had his drive-by, shooting, when that drive-by shooting happened in Louisville, I was telling y'all about. And yeah, I don't know if that is a current photo, because in Collin County, they typically put a white towel. I just want to see if there's any sort of update on Beezy real quick before I'll let y'all go here. Give me a sec, because that's really the latest. My fear here is that this man is going to go to prison, and is going to be an older man when he gets out, long enough for them to ruin his adulthood, right? To lock him up for his adult life. And I shouldn't say ruin him, because really we all have choices in life, right? We all have choices in life. Now, this felony sex assault, I know I'm going to be back more, because more details are going to come out on this. I'm pretty, Hot 97, that's our radio station here. Nobody knows anything more right now. We all are waiting for more information, guys, basically at this point. But it is a felony sexual assault, a felony abandoning an endangered child. So that's all I have for right now. Again, Collin County is a horrible jail. I don't even wish that on my worst enemy, man. Like, there's no other words for me to say. I'm just going to do like Willie D says, no more talk. I'm just done talking, y'all. And that's not my saying, that's his. But there's nothing else I can say. It is what it is. Bye, guys. Y'all have a good rest of your day.